enjoyed the video,
then smash that like button and subscribe.
Zanshin. It was a term used in Japanese archery. It translates to follow through, which was one of the most important things in this sport. Alright, I'm on a roll! I'm Kaiji Yimihari. I'm a junior in high school. My grandpa first introduced me to this sport when I was a kid, and I've been hooked ever since. One day, I was at morning practice. Japanese archery was a traditional martial art, just like judo and kendo. Our school had a strong team, and we competed in nationals 3 years in a row. Last year, we made it up to the top 16. Ah! Hey, what the hell? Out of nowhere, this arrow came flying at me. Hey, I'm just practicing. His name was Anuki. He was the captain of the team. He was good, but he was always a jerk like this. Come on, guys, run! Go on! Sometimes he used the younger students for target practice. God! Help! And our coach, he never did anything about it. Don't worry, I got really good aim. I'm not gonna actually hit you. But then... Crap! His hand slipped. Huh? It took me a while to realize what happened. Dude! Huh? Then... He started laughing at me. Huh? My bad, man, but it looks good on you. I still had no idea what he was talking about. What's happening? Am I okay? Dude!
Come here, Coach.
Uh-oh. The coach came over and his face started turning blue. Let's not make a big deal out of this. I'm sure you'll be fine. Huh? Then practice was over. What the?
Well...
Dude, are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Okay, next page.
Everyone was staring at me.
Hey! You're bleeding from your nose.
Huh? I started bleeding from my nose. Then I collapsed.
Ah! Yumihara, what happened to you?
Call 911.
I had an arrow stuck in my ear.
Is that thing real?
Oh, I believe this! Some of the classmates thought I was doing this as some sort of prank, but that wasn't the case at all. This is bad! So I got rushed to the hospital.
If you pull this thing out, you'll die.
What? That was the first thing the doctor said to me.
The arrow went right behind your optic nerves, and it stopped right before hitting the olfactory nerves.
How am I still alive? I came this close to losing my sight and sense of smell, but it was a miracle I was still alive. Not sure, but if we try to pull that thing out, you'll probably die. The arrow was deep inside my head, and the doctor said he didn't have the skills to get it out of me without killing me. I'll prescribe some painkillers, huh? Come see me in a few weeks. I gotta live like this forever? The doctor cut off the part that was outside my skull, but I still had an arrow stuck inside my brain. After that, he sent me home. Hey, Coach. And okay. About that kid yesterday, we gotta make our move fast. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was hoping things would be okay, but... I started getting a lot of nosebleeds, and sometimes I bled out of my ear. So I had to wrap bandages around my head at all times. I couldn't even turn my head when I went to sleep. Then it started getting harder for me to see out of my left eye, and my right hand started feeling a bit numb. And I started getting these headaches. The doctors gave me some painkillers, but I was still in a lot of pain. I tried to sue Inuki, but the coach said there wasn't enough evidence to do that. But you saw him. Look, I didn't actually see him do it. And even if he did it was an accident, so. What? But he was right, though. I had no way to prove that it was him. And the school ruled it as an accident. And I was feeling worse every single day. I can't see. A week later, I could barely see out of my left eye. What's happening to my face? Then my face started going numb. A month later, the left side of my body went completely numb. I now needed a wheelchair to get around.
Keiji, here, let me help you.
I was miserable, and it was all because of this arrow in my head. I couldn't even go to school by myself anymore.
Ugh!
Then, a few days later, I was at school with my mom. We were going to see the principal to tell him that I was leaving the school. But then we ran into Inuki. He was trying really hard not to laugh. He's the one who did this to me, but he didn't even care. I had to give everything up, even Japanese archery. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I wanted to make you proud, but I'm sorry.
Keiji.
Then one day,
Yes? Down here! Huh? Is Keiji Yumihari here?
this kid came to see me. I'm Ken Inuki. I'm the captain of the archery team. Inuki, let me give you a ride. No, okay. One day after practice, my coach offered me a ride home. Listen, if people find out what happened, I'll get into a lot of trouble. I could lose everything over this. Then he started talking. We're gonna sweep this under the rug, do you understand? I know. He wanted to make sure that I kept my mouth shut. And I didn't want people finding out about this either. I already had a job offer and I couldn't afford to lose that. So we went around and told everyone on them to keep their mouths shut. But then, we heard this loud thud from the roof of the car. What the? What was that? So we stepped outside. Then we saw this guy standing on the car. What the? Hey, get off of my car! He had this bow in his hands. Then, without saying anything, he started aiming at us. Hey, get off! Now! You listening to me? We should get out of here. He just kept staring at us. Then, run! He told us to run. Ah! So we started running as fast as we could. Ah! Coach! He shoved my coach in the head. Oh no! Who is this guy? I thought I was done for. But then, the guy just disappeared. Where did you go? I pulled out my bow, then... You think you can beat me? Not sure what this guy wanted, but he wanted me dead, so I had to get ready. I've been doing this since I was 5. There you are. I saw something move, so I took a shot, but then... It was just a plastic bag. Damn it! What the? But when I turned around... Ah! He got me. Then many hours later, I woke up in the parking lot. I'm still alive? But then... What the? The arrow, it went right through my head. What the? No! The guy shot the arrow right into my head. How the hell am I still alive? Then... my teacher woke up. I thought he was dead. What the? Huh? Gage, is that you?
It was that kid, the one I accidentally shot in the head. Stop laughing, what's going on?
Those are fake.
Huh? They weren't real, they were just props.
I wanted to let you guys know how I felt. I was miserable. It was a nightmare. I nearly lost all hope in life. I thought about getting revenge, but I didn't want to stoop down to your level.
Then I realized something. Wait, your ear! The bandages were gone and he seemed totally fine now.
I got the arrow out.
What? The kid who showed up at my house that day, he was an assistant who worked for the surgeon and he heard about what happened and wanted to help me out.
I heard about what happened. I've never seen anything like it before. Will you let me help you? Okay. His name was Asagiri. He was really eager to operate on me. Then he got to work and it was a very difficult operation, but 2 hours later, he managed to get the arrow out of my head. Thanks to him, I got my life back. I'm all better now.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, but I'll never forgive you two for what you did. Never.
Ugh! He showed us this video. He had it all on tape.
Where did you get that? I always film myself during practice to check my form and stuff. It took me a while to remember, but I had more than enough evidence to prove their guilt. It's over! After that, I showed the video to the principal, and they both got kicked out of the school the very next day. And I decided to press charges. They were done for. I'm gonna make you proud, Grandpa! Nuki crossed the line, and his life was over the moment that arrow went through my brain. Anyways, it was a rough couple of months for me, but thanks to Dr. Asagiri, I was able to get my life back.